But yeah, like I said, if you don't have these high expectations, you'll always have a date.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you'll always have a
And
good
if you
time.
and if you have no expectations at all, you can always get sex.
And you can always get married. No, really, if you don't have
No. The key is no. The secret to marriage is marrying the right person.
Anybody.
No, not anybody. Not somebody that'll fit 2 criteria. The trick is marry the right person.
Right, but I'm talking
That's why
about.
all these
I'm
marriages
not talking
fall
about
apart.
the right. Yeah, exactly. That's why I say you can always
Don't
get married.
just because the person said yes.
Yes, but I know that. But what I'm saying is that's what people are doing now anyway.
Well, that's why
what I'm saying is exactly. But what I'm saying is you can always get married. You know.
Why would you want to get married?
I'm not trying to get married. If I were out there, but I'm just saying.
Why would you want to get married to somebody that's not going to work out?
Maybe people don't think that. They don't think that way. They think it is going to work out. They don't look at the red flags.
Okay, listen. Could you? Yes. Should you?
No. We know this.
All right.
But
now I got nothing else to say. You're right.
Yes,
you could.
I feel the same way.
But you should.
But I'm saying if you keep your expectations low, but a lot of people have higher expectations. That's why they don't have a man.
No.
Too high. Unrealistic.
Unrealistic or the wrong
and they're unwilling to see what they're looking right at. Like if a person is showing you who they are, they're looking at what the potential is instead of looking at for the person for who they are.
Realistic expectations.
Yeah, but they're looking at, this person, I could see him doing this. I could see us doing this together.
I think you should have expectations. I think you should have expectations going.
Well, you should.
Like a certain level of that they should at least qualify for to go on a date with you. But
yeah, of course you're gonna have those, but
you gonna let them go or you gonna pass them?
I'm already up here, but what I'm saying is,
all right, don't forget we got stuff over.
What I'm saying is that you should automatically have your standards. Period. That should be just a part of your morals and all of those things, and that should be a natural, normal process, like you don't have a second thought about that. But when a person presents red flags to you, you should look at it and be like, thank you, God, I see them. I see you. Like, this person isn't for me, and stop trying to make it into something that.
Well, now you're just reversing everything you just said 5 minutes ago.
But if you are who you are, I'm not reversing anything. I'm just trying to tell you on your projection. Like for me, right. I feel like you wouldn't have a problem. Like I'm not trying to say anything, but what I'm saying is, I never thought about relationships. It was not a big thing for me. I just wasn't into. I just wasn't. I wasn't even looking for a boyfriend at the time when I did have my first boyfriend. So I don't know how to speak on a lot of other stuff that women look for. But to me, if you're not looking for a guy and you're whole and you're happy, then you really, and then if somebody do ask you, if they're not a reflection of what you present, who you are, because to me, I do feel like a lot of the times you attract who you are, a reflection of you. And then a lot of times, like, you'll know if you suffer from that thing where you tend to pick sucky people.
But that falls into standards and expectations.
Yes, it does.
Same thing.
Yeah. So if you're a person that have these terrible problems and expectations and standards and all of that, then yeah, you're a person that's gonna have a harder time. But I can't see myself having a harder time.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Right. You should only expect to be able to date your equivalent of the either opposite sex or same sex, whoever it is that you're trying to attract. You should expect the equivalent, right? Like they should have the same morals as you, financially. Mm-hmm. They should either A, be trying really, really hard, or be your match. It's when you expect them to be better than you in everything, and you can't even do that stuff.
Yeah.
That's when that stuff becomes problematic.
Yeah, of course, it is a problem.
That's when that stuff becomes problematic. If you haven't figured it out, then to go, he hasn't figured it out, or she hasn't figured it out. That's weird.
We agree on the same things. Like I don't.
Like short women who will only date tall men is weird.
Why
Sorry,
are you
ladies.
in the road?
But that's really weird to go,
Yeah,
he's
this
short.
person.
Like, aren't you short?
Yeah. But I do agree with that. Like, I don't feel like the person should be that you're trying to date. You know, you're looking at them like they're supposed to have everything together. Like, can't y'all work on that together? Can't you wait till he gets there? Like, if he's, you know,
Man, it's not paying
or she.
attention. We're going to the ATM, but
I know it. I'm trying to wait.
what is he doing? Man, you are not moving any faster with that half wannabe jog right there. Come on. What are you doing?
Man, he's so funny.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Oh, Lord. I do not like the drive-thrus. Scare me. I wonder what this is going to be. A Walmart.
No, it's another storage place. I don't know why they got those big brick things going all the way to the top, though. That's the part I can't
Let's see.
figure
Is
out.
this truck? Where do you want me to go? To the right?
Sure, babe. Just AutoZone on,
It's hard to see
on
with
where
that,
we live. So.
Yeah, we're going home. To AutoZone?
Now, if you don't want to take the ramp, you can take me to this AutoZone right here, right across the street.
Okay, we'll go to this one.
And that way we can go home the back way.
Okay, son. Come on, son. The
I
sun's
gotta
coming
put in
out.
that light when we get home. Lunch break.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I forgot we gotta get this light done. But no, really, all I'm saying is that if you're a person that's naturally not, you know, have a problem dating women and finding dates, I think you would have an easy time.
Yeah, we're talking about two different. I mean, not that we're talking about two different things, but it's two different things: dating and settling down with somebody that is the right match for you. Those are two different things.
Yeah, but I'm, you know, right now I'm just talking about dating.
If you're dating, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Do whatever.
and dating too.
As long as,
dating
as
too.
long as you're not dating serial killers and you lower standards so much,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
When I say lower your standards, I'm not talking about, you know, some guy just look like the devil, not even looks, but, you know, they're abusive.
So let's see, what's the minimum criteria? Clean underwear, shoes without holes in them.
Of course, it gotta be clean. That shouldn't even be the standard. That's normal.
So it's not everything then, or
No,
anything
those
goes.
are. You better have that. Like, you better be clean, and
You
I'm
hit
not
a
even
nerve.
gonna look at you. Like, if you ain't clean
Can't have
looking.
snot hanging down, like dry, crusty snot.
No.
You know, like there was always that one kid in class back in the day that had that snot that was just hanging off the nose.
Like, you sound like you date anybody. Did you wash your ass
today?
today?
We
Look,
just said anything
no.
goes.
Okay, you look like, you smell clean today. Come on. No. I'm talking about.
Lower the standards.
You gotta-
like you know.
Like, for me, when I was looking at you, you looked very put together. You know, you weren't exactly as preppy like I like. I like preppy guys. But that's not something that's like, you know, oh, you're not preppy. Well, I'm not looking at him. You know, I wasn't hardcore, like, he's got to be preppy. Some women are just like, he got to be dressed a certain way. He's got to have this. I wasn't like that. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of women have these crazy, like, stupid stuff. Like, if he's not wearing this, if he's not driving this car, if he's not, where the hell?
Go one over.
Okay. If he's not, you know, making a certain amount of money, right here, you know, they all these things that you can grow into, like, you know, to me, like, clothing, that changes, you know.
Yeah.
Hairstyles.
I was
cuts,
just looking for somebody that had
just
a working mouth and a working eye. Like, can she see at least out of one eye?
that's what
that's
you're
the
looking
whole
for.
requirement.
Well, I guess that's me. I got more than
One working eye. Yes.
I got all my stuff. A little thing.
Yeah.
You'll
So
always
when I
have-
found out that both of your eyes will work, and I was like, psh, I'm there. That's it.
Yeah, so low expectations.
Good.
Huh?
We're good to go.
So,
Like, shoot, this is a bonus.
she's
An extra
beautiful.
eye.
She got eyes. She's got good cooch. What more could I ask for? I'm gonna marry her.
Anybody call Dibs?
I'm so sick of people They're trying to act like they. You know what? Back in them days, that would have pissed me off.
What if that was a thing, Dibs?
It was a thing, pretty much, in the royalty time. They were like,
oh no, among guys too. If you see her first, you get dibs.
oh my God. If the guy said, I want to marry you, you know, he told your brother, your parents, I want to marry her, your daughter, or your sister.
Then the next question from the dad would be, how much you got and what you offer.
Yeah, and that's what they was doing, and I don't like that.
And how is that going to benefit my family and what you giving me in return?
And he had, what if he only had
I have groomed this young lass to put out and to make you feel special. How do I benefit
You have
in
groomed her to
return?
put out? What are you talking about?
That's what marriage was back then. They were arrangements to benefit families and to enrich families.
Yeah,
Love had nothing to do with it.
Raise them up to know that they were going to be
the modern generation turned it into marrying for love, but marriage was not about love back in the day.
It was business arrangement.
It was a business. It was about enriching the family.
Oh, I need to stay in this lane.
That lane is gone.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
you're right.
Same thing with having kids. You didn't think about kids for the joy of having kids. They turn into labor and assets.
What they could provide for your
They
family,
were either
how
heirs
they
or they were
your
free
family.
labor to help you on your farm. The more, the better. Kids weren't allowed to be kids back in the day. Shit, starting age 5 or 6, they put your ass to work.
Yeah.
What can you do to this family?
You become a
cook. You need to produce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lovey-dovey stuff, that came way later.
Yeah, we got choices now.
And I don't know. I don't know why we get so offended when you find out like an actor and an actress get married as a business arrangement just to help them. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
what people do.
Ramp up.
Yeah.
That's what marriage started out as being. It had nothing to do with.
That's kind of what they said. Some of the old Hollywood couples did and I'm sure they're still doing it.
Yeah, you can't tell me that Michael Jackson didn't get married to her to do away with all those rumors of him molesting kids. It was just
talking about for that.
Yeah, it was just
talking about him and Presley.
That's why. Yeah, that's why. I mean, his daughter. That's why he got married to her to change the narrative of all of that stuff swirling around him being a molester.
Or gay or something.
Or being it was more about him being a molester. Rumors of him being gay was always there.
Yeah.
But the molester part, now all of a sudden it's like, look, married guys. Married guys don't molest kids, right? Right? You know.
Yeah. Wow. Whoa, that car got right in between and it's still driving crazy. Goodness.
Why are you trying to let them go? That's not gonna work, man.
Who? Oh, to my back there?
Yeah, you're trying to let that white truck come.
And the white truck's just sitting there.
You can't do it.
I don't know what is going on there. Oh my God, the truck keep inching up. The white truck, they just still there.
That's not gonna work. You have to wait till all that traffic clears out. Or be smart. Turn to the right. Come down here, turn it all the way around, and then come back up instead of trying to come out of there. Sometimes on this road, you have to do that. Sometimes you actually got to make a right, drive for a while, then turn your car all the way back around. You know, safer. But people don't think safe. They just like, I need to go now. Yeah. I need to go where I need to go now. That's how I imagine they sound in their mind. I need to go now.
What is it? Shangri-La?
Shangri-La.
They're still there?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
They just changed names.
It's not like Chef Lee's.
No. But it's still Chinese food, so they just changed names. Probably still owned by Chef Lee's. Because he built that. They built that old plaza.
Wow.
That you might get a dog, and you hear that as it's all dogs. No, I'm not saying that at all.
I'm saying, what did I just say?
You can always get a date. Might not always be what you want, but you can always get a date. But like I said,
if you're a desperate person and you're insecure and stuff, yeah, you're gonna have suck choices.
Well, desperate people don't have choice.
But if you're a person that's carefree and you just love everybody and you just more like, I'm smiley and you attract who you are. Because I attracted you.
Kim, you were never desperate.
That's
You've
what I
always
said.
had choice. So,
Yeah, I said that. That's why I said you'll always
so
like
you
women.
you can't really speak on that
Oh.
feeling. You
But
don't
no,
know
what I said
they're
is-
going through and how they feel. How that sense of
What I'm trying
desperation
to
makes
say
them
is that if
do
you are a
bad
desperate
choices.
chick, stop making it so hard and just give into your desperation and
Baby, okay, let's put it this way. You see, you've never had this problem.
just give into it.
Okay? Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Imagine, if you will, you look in the mirror and you realize you're ugly. No one in high school made any kind of comments on you. They didn't want to have anything to do with you. No one goes out of their way of dating you. And you're lonely and you want to be with somebody. And you think you're ugly.
All right, Car.
Now what?
Well,
That's a completely different
that's
approach to
when- yeah.
dating
Yeah, I
than
guess
what you're
so.
talking about.
Yeah.
You can just walk down the street and get 5 numbers just
but
cause.
I think
It's different.
that. All right, this person behind us.
And it doesn't matter
Thank you.
what you think it is. You are in a completely different category.
Yeah, and I get
you
that.
will never
I'm
have
not, but I'm trying to
problems
speak
dating
on
someone.
a person. Also, I'm trying to say that if you are a person that know that, hey, I need to work on myself. This is what people are looking for. Then you have to research and figure out, okay, what is happening? What's the trend? What are guys looking for? What do they want? What are they into? Their attraction. Okay.
Baby,
So,
that's like a super skinny person with a high
so
metabolism
lose some weight.
in their 20s.
You gotta lose the weight.
that can eat all the candy that they want, never gain any weight, telling a fat person how they should lose
Baby,
weight.
I'm not trying to tell them. I'm just talking about the person that is willing to undergo that whole thing where it's like, okay, I need to better myself. Not for everyone, because a lot of people are just going to be like, well, so what? So be it. Whatever. This is my lot. But if you do want to better yourself and you want to genuinely figure out what it is that you're doing wrong, what it is that, your style may need stepping up, I'm talking to that woman or man. You find out, okay, women seem to like these type of clothes. They tend to like this type of hairstyle. They tend to like long hair or short, sexy bob, depending on what type of guy you're looking for. They tend to want, that's what I'm talking about. Just superficial things
but
to get in the door.
These superficial things. Okay, so let's say you model yourself to attract that type of person. Then what? To your horror, you spend 2 years recreating yourself trying